Hey guys, I'm here back again, and today I want to talk to you about marketing a little bit. A lot of you ask me, like, Albert, like, how'd you start marketing? And you know what? I don't think I'm a marketing genius. A lot of you call me a marketing genius, but I think I'm a well-rounded business guy. It's more about marketing. There's a lot of sales to it, people skills, systems, operations, training, a lot of things that have to do with business. And I think what happens is the thing that stands the most is marketing. And that's how you know me. And let me tell you a little bit of how I got started in marketing. First of all, marketing, I noticed you got to get attention. How do you get attention? It's key. If you get attention, you're going to make a lot of sales. Of course, then comes sales. That's another topic for next time. But one day I was looking at a video. Tai Lopez, this guy, kind of a cool dude, little awkward, and I'm watching him doing a video with his Lambo. Here in my garage with my Lambo, but most important, knowledge. And then he points to the back where he has his bookshelf with books. And I'm like, wow, this was a genius idea. So I said, well, how do I do this in the mortgage industry, in the real estate industry? And I said, I'm gonna start doing something like this. So I gotta think about something. So I said, well, you know what, a Ferrari. I always had a dream to get a Ferrari. 6 years old, I promised my dad I'm gonna get a Ferrari. I used to be a painter with my dad, and that's where I got introduced to the Ferraris. I got introduced to the big mansions, and I said, well, I'm gonna create a video when I have a Ferrari. Of course, a Ferrari is not the most affordable car you could get. So one day Willie comes over and he's like, Albert, we're having a good month. You're having a good month. Let's go and check out some cars for inspiration. It all starts with a bottle of champagne. We stop by, get a bottle of champagne, and me and Willie are talking in the office, and then he says, okay, you know what? Let's go check out the Bentleys. Then we end up Aston Martins. Then we end up Lambos. Then I tell Willie, well, Willie, why don't we go check out the Ferraris? Ultimately, that's my dream car. I go check him out, and I go to the Ferrari dealership, and this cool guy named Philip takes good care of me. And even though I'm not a big fish, I'm not a celebrity, he still takes the time to treat me like if I'm a celebrity. He shows me the Ferrari, and then I tell Philip, my credit's not that good. I don't even know if I qualify for one, but I really want one. Maybe I could plan it for later. Let me do it. And he says, well, Albert, just do a credit check. Let's do a credit check, application for your car, and we'll see how we go from there. I say, fine, let's do it. They take a $5,000 deposit. That's it. I text Sil, I am gonna apply for this car, but I'm not really gonna get it. It's just for the future. Maybe in 5 years, they're gonna tell me all the steps I have to take. I'm thinking I'm gonna get the Ferrari. But I'm not telling Sil this. Sil's pregnant, by the way, having her first daughter, Italia, and this is back maybe 5 years ago, about 5 years ago. And Sil says, well, okay, well, you're just gonna try it, right? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna try it, 5,000. They'll take those 5,000 into consideration for later. They'll save those 5,000. Once I'm ready for the car, I just pay the difference. So they run, they check, and then they tell me, well, you know what, you need this much down payment. And I'm like, well, I don't have that much down payment. And this is gonna be your rate, this is gonna be your payment. And I'm like, why don't you guys, reanalyze it and see if you could check with other lenders or do your numbers right, and maybe we could do something. And then a week later, Philip calls me and he says, well, you need $39,000 down and your payment's gonna be $2,100 a month. And I'm like, man, $39,000 is a lot of money. I have $39,000 right now, but those are almost my reserves to keep my mortgage guy company. This is before the mortgage guy became the mortgage guys. And I'm thinking about it, well, what if I get rid of this money? My wife is pregnant and these are our reserves for the mortgage guys. What if something goes wrong and I need that money to stay alive for another week or for another month? Or I'm thinking about it and I'm like, you know what? Everything in life is a risk. Let me just get my dream car. Worst case, I don't pay it. I get it repossessed. It's not gonna be the first time I get a car repoed. Let's go for it. I go get the car, and then I started just going all out in marketing. I started doing videos. I'm here with my Ferrari, and you know what this did? This is the biggest lesson you'll get from this video. What I did is I pretended to be a Goliath. So the Goliath, the guy that has 10 million, 100 million, 200 million is up here. Even the billion-dollar company. I'm nowhere near that. I could barely get this Ferrari out. But it made me appear bigger because now they saw this guy that was paycheck to paycheck. I didn't have any money left, very little, but I drove a Ferrari. And the secret was I was young. You know, I took care of my looks. I work out. I stay in shape. I eat healthy. Nice skin, nice whatever. And I'm young. So then with having the Ferrari, the Goliaths were looking at me like, wait a minute, this kid is probably successful because he has a Ferrari. So they made somebody that made $2 million at the time appear like somebody that made maybe $20 million. And that made me look bigger. That got me attention. And then all the future loan officers, loan originators, and all the future realtors said, well, you know what? I want to join this company because this guy drives a Ferrari. Gave me credibility. And it gave me also credibility to mentors. Like all the mentors that I paid money to take me under their wing, I appeared bigger with the Ferrari, got me so much attention that it made my dreams happen. And if it weren't for this Ferrari, seriously, I would not be where I am today. Hopefully you guys like this episode. And this is just a little piece about marketing, a little detail that I did, but probably the biggest investment I've made in my entire life, marketing through the Ferrari. If you want any more tips and tricks about marketing, please comment below. And I want to help you guys have the same marketing innovative campaign like I did.